is KOTG on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
The Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints compound in the southern Black Hills, once operated by Warren Jeffs, is for sale, according to Custer County Sheriff Marty Meckley. According to court papers obtained by KOTG News, the FLDS defaulted on their loan, which is over $1.6 million, plus interest that continues to accrue at a rate of 10%.
The property had been foreclosed on. The property will be sold at public auction to the highest bidder on February 25th as part of a sheriff's sale. The property is located near Pringle in the southwest part of Custer County. The sheriff says the property is made up of 9 parcels of land, but will be sold as one, which includes 140 acres plus all of the outbuildings. A 25-year-old Sioux Falls man is waking up behind bars this morning on drug and reckless driving charges. Police say it started Tuesday morning when someone reported a man slumped over in a car at 25th and Minnesota. When an officer arrived, the man reportedly woke up and drove off at a high speed.
The vehicle eventually crashed into a snowbank. Authorities say Jacob Schmidt Heinrichs climbed out of the window and tried to run away. Investigators say they found marijuana and meth inside the vehicle. 2 people were arrested and are accused of taking an ATM from a motel early yesterday morning. Surveillance video captured the theft, and detectives used the video to identify the suspects. A police officer stopped the vehicle used in the theft in the 700 block of North Eagle Place.
The passenger tried to run but was caught. 28-year-old Eugene Stark is charged with grand theft. 30-year-old Samantha Leonard also faces grand theft and fleeing police. Police say the stolen ATM was recovered and more arrests are likely. If the suspects' names sound familiar, both Stark and Leonard were also arrested earlier this month in a pair of casino burglaries.
Sioux Falls police continue to urge people to lock your cars and take valuables with you.
This comes as officers investigate more reports of people stealing items out of cars.
We have large numbers of thefts that happen from unlocked cars, and it's just too easy for anybody to walk along, check a handle. If it's open, they take anything of value. Sometimes it's change, it might be sunglasses, it might be a car charger. I mean, there's just completely random things.
Clemens says these types of thefts are very difficult to solve.
Turning to weather now, we could see a slight warm-up for the weekend here in KOTG.
Let's see how warm it could get with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
Yeah, some moderating temperatures, that's for sure. And as we get into the month of February, we'll have more things to say about that coming up. But first thing, today we've got a few clouds streaming up from eastern Nebraska. You can see on the high-resolution satellite map showing that plume of moisture. And that may kind of affect Sioux Falls a lot more than some other folks here to the west today. We'll keep an eye on the western edge of that. But Futurecast is still pretty bullish on that idea of keeping more clouds around and overcast skies in much of the southeast. Meanwhile, high clouds return to western South Dakota, but highs in Rapid City today into the 40s. Very mild, and I expect that we will eventually see more of that shifting east tomorrow, at least some. Also, don't forget about the wind forecast today. We've been contending with awfully strong wind around winter early this morning in the 50-mile-an-hour wind gust range. But we do expect Sioux Falls to be every bit of 15 to 30 sustained winds. That's a quick look at weather. The 7-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Brian. It's been about 4.5 months since the fatal crash involving South Dakota's Attorney General Jason Ravsnborg. As of Wednesday, there are still no charges. According to a transcript of a 911 call, Ravsnborg told the dispatcher he didn't know what he hit along Highway 14 on the outskirts of Highmore on September 12th. The next day, Ravsnborg found Joe Beaver's body.
We talked with Beaver's cousin yesterday by phone. Victor Nemec and his brother Nick were called on to identify the body. Victor says the family is in waiting mode, and it is frustrating that this is taking so long. Just last week, Governor Kristi Noem has also voiced her displeasure.
I continue to call it a grave disservice to the victim's family. I'm disappointed that we haven't seen some action taken by the state's attorneys involved, and hope that certainly soon that they will. We make inquiries on a regular basis and have gotten no answers.
The deputy state's attorney for Hyde County, Emily Sobel, has been working with other states' attorneys to decide whether to charge South Dakota Attorney General Jason Ravsnborg with any crimes.
We reached out to Sobel for an update but did not get a response. Governor Noem says she would support using a grand jury to decide whether charges should be filed.
As more COVID-19 vaccines become available, some scammers could be trying to take advantage of the situation. Amy Cheesy with Sanford says they've heard of scammers calling people asking for money before they can receive their vaccine.
She says healthcare systems will not ask for that information over the phone.
I would anticipate, unfortunately, that this particular scam will become more prevalent in our area, again, as vaccine becomes available in across the country, but specific to South Dakota. So again, just an awareness that, you know, there are scams, and be mindful of when you're answering the phone and who's asking questions.
She believes scammers may be targeting the elderly population since that's the primary focus for the vaccine distribution right now in the state. But more could be affected as additional groups are able to receive the vaccine. A young bidder stole the show yesterday at the Sioux Empire Livestock Show. 10-year-old Lila Booth of Aurora, South Dakota, sat patiently with her dad while bidding on show cattle.
The auctioneers even stopped the bidding to recognize her.
He would tell me yes or no, and I would raise my hand if he said yes, and no, I would shake my head no.
Lila will be a fifth-generation farmer and is looking to buy a heifer to show at the Junior Nationals in Nebraska this summer. The Sioux Empire Stock Show is in its 68th year, and it runs through Sunday. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right. Well, feeding those cattle on the farm today, I tell you what, it's going to be a little breezy. It's already been that way this morning. Winter, Burke, and Gregory, and then all the way over to Sioux Falls, we're going to be looking at that breeze today. And in some places, it's been well over 30 or even 40 miles per hour. Bottom line, though, it looks dry. Just these cloud issues that may kind of linger in the southeast especially. I think that tomorrow's weather looks dry, but the weekend features this, a weather system. It's kind of a fast, compact system. It is going to be more of an issue for Iowa and Missouri. And, of course, with warmer temperatures there, those folks will have to deal with more of issues of rain versus snow. I do think into southeast Ketherland there will be an extension of some snow chances. At this point in time, it looks like we'll probably end up with a nuisance-type snow, which generally speaking is about a 1 to 3 type of thing. But again, you work your way down into Iowa or just even south of Sioux Falls, and those numbers are probably going to be a little heavier the farther east you go. That's it for the weekend. Then we'll see what happens next week. Late next week into, well, that goes out to February 7th. That's some cold air. If that comes true, this will be easily the coldest air of the winter so far. I'm sure we have more to say about that in the coming days. But for today, let's just kick that one aside, and we'll talk about milder numbers in western South Dakota. 47 in Rapid City. We had a lot of those kind of days, haven't we? We've had many days well above the averages, and I think that that kind of plays into that story when eventually the cold gets here. We just really haven't been used to a lot of it. We're emerging out of temperatures in the teens and 20s, and now we're going to end up in the 30s again this weekend. Keep in mind the snow chance in Sioux Falls is a little better, but Aberdeen, it looks like only about a 30% chance of light snow early Sunday. We'll keep 30s going early next week. In fact, close to 40 by day 7 and into the 40s for up here in Rapid. I'm expecting mild weather early next week to be very dominant, and that could even yield a couple more 50s there in Rapid City. Check out the latest details with our Storm Center update at KETLELAND.com.